Hey guys, and welcome to Simply Hike. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Mountain Hardwear Scrambler 30 rucksack. So let's take a closer look, shall we? So what you'll notice with this actual rucksack itself is that it is waterproof. So very much like your dry sacks and your roll top bags that you have, to actually keep your equipment dry. This bag is pretty much one big dry bag. So all the seams that you see there, they're all sealed off and to keep obviously all your equipment inside dry. The only thing you can't do with this rucksack is obviously submerge it, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the features, shall we? Obviously you've got your traditional kind of loops on the bottom there for your walking poles, or even your ice axes or ice bits and bobs you've got on there. You've got really nice generous hoops on the side there. Now they're ideal, especially using carabiners for additional items as well. Handy if you're going to be going scrambling or even doing a bit of climbing as well. And you want the accessories or some bits you can't fit in your bag, you can put on the outside there. As I say, they're really strong, really durable. You've got two side pockets, and they interlink with the compression system. Now, basically the side pockets themselves, they're nice and spacious. As you can see, they react nicely as well, so they widen up. So deep enough for your water bottles and your GPS systems, your maps, bits and bobs like that. Now, it all ties in nicely with the compression. So what you'll notice, obviously, the strap starts there, works its round to the top, and then obviously you've got your clip compression on there. So once all your gear's in there, just pull it, and that tightens up the top part of the pocket itself. So whatever you pop in there will stay safe and secure. What you will notice as well is if you've got quite a lot of garments, it actually almost seals the top part off. So even if you don't have things poking out, but you're aware that you don't, if you're doing a bit of scrambling, but you don't want things to come out that pocket, just pull that up. And even though it won't seal it, it's going to give it a better chance of, well, to stop it from falling out. Right, so, and just to quickly show you, you've got the same on the other side as well with the compression strap. I'll just give you a quick demonstration. So just pull that in there and hey presto, that's locked that up. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the inside part of the bag. No clips or anything for the actual main bit. It's just a nice traditional hook loop, which is easy if you can do it. It's got the old teeth mark. You need to get it through there. There we go. So just do that. Hey presto. Now, what you will notice is obviously like your traditional roll top or your dry bags, you normally roll the top part up to let the water out. Obviously this is a backpack and they obviously need it for ease of entry. So it has just got a standard entry point. So it's nice and wide, opening point like that. But that does mean obviously because of that there's a constant hole, should we say, at the top there. So obviously you won't be able to submerge the rucksack. But on the inside, what you will notice, all the seams and everything, they are all sealed up. So as I say, it is fully waterproof. Now, they've not added any additional pockets or any other bits and bobs inside the rucksack itself. That's purely for the fact that obviously you have more pockets, that means more stitching, which means more sealing, and also means more chance of the actual bag itself leaking. So they've kept it as pretty much just a shell inside there. But as I say, that's the point. It's there to keep your kit nice and dry. And as long as you kind of secure the top part up, you should be absolutely fine for keeping it dry. Also, the way the hood is shaped and it is made, even though it looks like a very traditional, traditional top or header to a rucksack, the way that it's actually designed, especially with the rugged material on the outside, is once it's actually hooked up, obviously once you've got your equipment and your gear inside there, once it's all hooked up, it's going to hold nicely and sit nicely on the top, covering the actual entry point of the rucksack. So let's take a closer look at the back. So the back system itself does have obviously a wide entry point in there. Very traditional. As I say, this is at the end of the day a traditional rucksack. Here, let me just get rid of that. Happy days. Right, so you'll be able to put your kennel mint cake, bits and bobs in there, quite literally your grab and go items, pop them in there, zip them up, and away you go. Now obviously the top part probably is waterproof, but the fact that you've got an exposed zip means if it's absolutely chucking it down, don't leave obviously all your expensive gear on the inside there. Try and put it into the main part of the bag. Obviously they've tried to cover it up with this nice storm flap on there, but obviously that means the bag itself or the zip itself isn't obviously 100% waterproof. Right, so if we take a look at the back padding now, it's got a nice traditional feel to it, a nice traditional shape to it. You've got a nice ventilation system going down the middle part there, as well as in the actual grooves of the bag itself. Now what's really nice about this back padding, it's going to be nice and comfortable, but also it's going to be nice and reactive. So if I just give it a bit of a move, because you've got that slight movement on there, means it's going to actually mould nicely against your bag, or against your back, sorry. But that obviously does depend on how you've actually packed the rucksack itself. Also the same with fit-wise is the actual straps themselves. They're like what I like to call reaction straps. So depending on how obviously you wear your rucksack, or like me, I have to have it slightly sloped because I broke my collarbone a couple of years ago. Does mean, you know, some rucksacks can be a bit tricky to wear, but the fact that this is a reaction will actually mold and shape the actual top part of your shoulder, which to be fair, at the end of the day, is going to mean the actual pack is going to be nice and comfortable. So if you are taking a heavy load in there, just the reaction straps like that are going to mean it's going to be a lot more comfortable on your back. Anyway, you've got your traditional chest strap as well. Obviously, you've got your safety whistle in there just in case you get into an emergency. And then obviously you've got your traditional adjustments there with your elastication on the side there as well, just for flexibility as well. As I say, this is a great rucksack from Mountain Hardwear, nice and lightweight and definitely waterproof. If you'd like any more information on it, please visit our website, simplyhike.co.uk.